What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here, and welcome to our daily show where we discuss the fourth stimulus check update, the two new upcoming packages, the stimulus package and infrastructure package, as well as what is going on in the world today. Today is day 6 already. Yeah, day 6 of this fuel line shortage from this gas pipeline that was hacked that provides up to 50% of all gas to the East Coast and southern coast of the United States. In fact, here is a list of states that are currently affected with known outages of gas, where gas stations or complete areas have run out of gas completely, or they have shortages, or there's supply chain issues, or there's literally reports of hundreds and hundreds of people that are waiting in line for gas, as well as even reports of people physically running out of gas on the side of the road. Semi trucks can no longer deliver whatever they were delivering because there is literally no gas in some areas. You can see we have Florida, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and Maryland. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different states. And experts are saying already that this could keep expanding to more states the longer this goes on. In addition to this, that it will affect other things besides gas, such as food supplies, regular supplies, anything that gets delivered by truck in these states is going to start having shortages, if not already, because there is simply no gas or a very limited amount of gas. Some states have gone on rations, literally back to the 1970s, where there's gas rations. Some fuel stations will only allow you to fill up $20 of gas. Imagine if you're a semi truck and you can only get $20 of gas. You'd be lucky to make it back to your home base, right? Let alone deliver what you need to deliver. I think we may see Amazon stop delivering because, again, their vehicles will not be able to deliver to your house. It's absolute chaos. And who would have thought that this week, this is what I would be reporting to you guys. But yeah, this is quickly turning into a major national issue as this is spreading across the country because of the supply chain issues and trucks being stranded, not being able to deliver goods. And I believe some states have already declared a state of emergency. President Biden was asked about this briefly in a press conference, and here is his update.
Mr. President, if you can't protect critical infrastructure from a criminal actor, how can you possibly protect it from a state actor?
We can do both, and we will.
Do you think Russia is involved at all implicitly with that attack?
I'm going to be meeting with President Putin, and so far there is no evidence based on from our intelligence people that Russia is involved, although there is evidence that the actors' ransomware is in Russia. They have some responsibility to deal with this. Thank you.
So basically, this group called a ransomware group basically hacked the gas company, hacked their pipeline, their software, their system that runs the pipeline. Everything is run on computers now, including gas pipelines, apparently. And the gas company has literally lost control of the pipeline. So they can't turn it on. It's physically shut off by computer systems. And this company is basically demanding, blackmailing an undisclosed sum of money, which has not been disclosed, probably many, many millions or maybe even billions of dollars to turn this back on. As you can see here, the ransomware gang accused of crippling the leading U.S. fuel pipeline operator said on Monday that it never meant to create havoc, an unusual statement that experts saw as a sign the cyber criminals' scheme had gone awry. The FBI accused the group that calls itself DarkSide of a digital extortion attempt that prompted Colonial Pipeline to shut down its network, threatening extraordinarily disruption as Colonial works to get America's biggest gasoline pipeline back online, hopefully by the end of this week. A news release posted by DarkSide's website said about the latest news, our goal is to make money and not to create problems for society. And again, my response to that would be, yeah, right, bro. The FBI, the Department of Energy, and the White House are now all involved in a rapid response to the hack, and a server used by the gang was shut down over the weekend. A person familiar with the matter on Monday said the server held Colonial Gasline data and files stolen in other dark side ransomware operations in progress, and that some of the group's other victims were in the process of being notified as well. DarkSide's statement went on to say that its hackers would launch checks on fellow cyber criminals, quote, to avoid consequences in the future. It added the group was apolitical and that observers do not need to tie us with any particular government. Yeah, so let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know if you're dealing with this, if your state is dealing with this. It'll also, our viewers who maybe in other states will be able to read your situation and how it's going. I've read a lot of your comments about you had to go to 7 different gas stations and they were all out of gas. And yeah, it's who would have thought that this would happen in 2021? What next is going to happen in this series of 2020 turning into 2021? It's crazy. Okay, remember a few days ago we talked about one of the alternative stimulus programs. Remember that these packages pass many, many different stimulus items, some of which you might not even know about. Well, one of them just became available today and could get you $50 per month off your internet bill. As you can see here, Stimulus Latest applications to get $50 off your internet bill per month are now open. Americans can begin applying for $50 off their monthly internet bill on Wednesday as part of emergency government program to help low-income households during the pandemic. The $3.2 billion has been approved as part of the second stimulus check package and is now becoming available. On top of the $50 per month deduction, eligible households can also receive a one-time discount of up to $100 to buy laptops, desktop computers, or tablets from participating providers if they contribute more than $10 and less than $50 towards the price. That's a little bit confusing there for sure. Those who are on tribal lands are eligible for $75 off their monthly bill. Tens of millions of people are eligible through the FCC, which is administering the program. To qualify, households must have an income below 135% of the federal poverty guidelines or participate in some assistance programs, including SNAP, Medicaid, or Lifeline. Those who are approved to receive benefits under the free or reduced lunch program or school program under the last 2 school years. You only need to basically be in one of these programs to be qualified for this, okay? If you've received a Pell Grant or if you received a substantial loss of income due to the pandemic, basically. To apply for this $50 per month, go to write this down, getemergencybroadband.org, GETEMERGENCY broadband, BROADBAND.org. You can probably Google it too if you want to, or go directly to their website. Their website looks like this. And you can see here that the emergency broadband program is expecting high demand. We appreciate your patience as we actively work to resolve any issues user may encounter. They just opened up today. So you can go here on this website here and check if you qualify and apply now. And this could mean an extra $50 per month in your pocket and also a possible extra $100 to buy a tablet or computer device. Senator Bernie Sanders, among other senators, are pushing and continuing to push for Social Security increases as well as Medicare increases. Just today, Senator Bernie Sanders and Pramila Jayapal, who is the co-author of the $1,000 per month fourth stimulus check bill, which is $1,000 per month until 1 year after the pandemic is over, which is basically, as you can see here, a one-time $2,000 stimulus check for the fourth stimulus check, then followed by $1,000 monthly recurring payments. One of their other big agendas is we must fix the gaping holes in Medicare. Senator Bernie Sanders tweets 75% of seniors with hearing loss don't have a hearing aid because of the cost. 65% have no dental insurance and no idea how they'll afford to see a dentist. Over 70% of Americans at 65 and older have untreated gum disease. We cannot tolerate this any longer. Senator Bernie Sanders and Representative Jayapal write their opinion in a Washington Post article saying it is a cruel irony that older Americans do not have coverage for basic healthcare needs right when they need it the most. This is part of the push for the next stimulus package, the fourth stimulus check package, which is called the American Families Plan, and they're working on negotiating right now. In fact, President Biden is meeting with both the leaders of the Republicans and the Democrats, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi and leader of the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, as well as House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy from the Republicans and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell from the Senate, the leader of the Republicans in the Senate, today over the next two packages, the physical infrastructure package, which there's a glimmer of hope that they could get it done on bipartisan support. Mitch McConnell said that they're willing to go up to $800 billion now on the physical infrastructure plan, which could have some stimulus items in there, possibly the child tax credits, although I don't think that's going to happen. Those are the monthly stimulus checks that are already approved for 2021 for 1 year. For children ages 6 through 17 are going to get $250 per month starting in July, and children under the age of 6 are going to get $300 per month starting in July. They want to expand that in the next package to the year 2025 or even permanently. We have kind of Democrats that are saying both things right now. We want to increase these monthly payments to 2025, which would be 4 more years. And then we also have a large set of group, including Nancy Pelosi yesterday, who said that they want to increase this permanently, which means that the program would go on indefinitely of $3,000 to $3,600 per child until your child turns 18. And that would be a program that would continue on until changed. So indefinitely until changed sometime in the future, if ever changed in the future. So that's actually really good news for parents. It's actually really good news for children. And it's actually really good news for everybody else that might not even qualify for this, because this is the start of monthly stimulus checks. This shows that, hey, this is working. Not only is this working already, even though the money hasn't gone out, the Democrats already see this. They already perceive this as it's working so well that they want, even though it hasn't gone out, right? Like even though they're basically envisioning how well it's going to work, that they already want to expand it for at least 4 more years or permanently, okay? So these monthly checks have not even gone out yet, and they're already like, wow, we got to continue to do this. We have to do this for at least 4 more years, if not permanently, and basically continue on these monthly checks. Well, that's one side. On the other side, we have almost 100 different Democrats from the House and the Senate pushing for a monthly stimulus check for everybody else that qualifies for the stimulus checks. If you qualified for the third stimulus check, you'd likely qualify for the fourth stimulus check as well. We don't know the qualifications yet, but we do know that the Democrats set the qualifications themselves for the third stimulus check package. And we also know that the Democrats passed the third stimulus check package completely on their own through the reconciliation process, which is a process that says that they can pass it on their own and they don't need Republican support because the Democrats are in control of the House, the Senate, and the presidency. And they can do that again for at least 2 more packages this fiscal year alone, and then more after that, as the Senate parliamentarian has ruled that they can pass it 2 more times this fiscal year alone. So they can pass these packages completely on their own. That is the most likely scenario. There's maybe like a 25 to 40% chance that the physical infrastructure package can get passed with bipartisan support. In fact, it's probably entirely based on if the Democrats and President Biden are willing to come down all the way from 2.2 or 2.3 trillion all the way down to around $1 trillion. If they are, they can probably pass that bill without the reconciliation process, and they can pass it lickety split. Like they could literally be passing it here within the next few days if they come to that agreement, if they come to that term. Okay. They actually only need 10 Republicans from the Senate to pass a bill without reconciliation, a bipartisan bill, Republicans and Democrats. The Democrats can pass the bill in the House on their own without a single Republican. But again, if it's going to be a bipartisan bill, if you're going to get support from Republicans, you're going to get some support from Republicans in the House, as well as the 10 you'll need in the Senate. I think it's almost impossible for the Republicans to come on board for the next stimulus package, the American Families Plan, again, unless they make it way, way less than what it's going to be. And if you're just paying attention, the Democrats are pushing for more, more, more. They're pushing for more stimulus checks for the child tax credits, these monthly checks. They're pushing for 4 years more or indefinitely more. I mean, that's going to cost a lot of money because indefinitely means the cost every year forever. I don't even know how they're going to figure that out in the bill because it's basically an unlimited amount of number. I mean, if that bill goes on for the next 100 years, you can't even figure out a number on that, right? It's just going to continue on forever. It's just an ongoing program similar to Social Security, SSI, SSDI, similar to Medicare, Medicaid. It's just an ongoing program. So I don't even know if they can figure out a cost on that. But it'll be interesting to see. But remember, the Democrats also made the third stimulus check the largest yet to date, $1,400 for adults, $1,400 for children, which was more than double the amount that children got last time, and $1,400 for adult dependents, which again was, they didn't even get a check last time around. So, yeah, the Democrats are pushing for more and more and more stimulus. They're pushing for 2 years of free college. They're pushing for 2 years of free preschool. They're pushing for student loan debt forgiveness of up to $10,000 to $50,000 per person. I think that will open the door for the Democrats in the next package or the next package. As yes, the Democrats are already talking about another package after this to possibly do debt forgiveness for people that didn't get the student loan debt forgiveness of $10,000 to $50,000. I think that will open the door to, hey, those all the other people, about 1 out of 6 people will get the student loan debt forgiveness when and if they pass it, $10,000 to $50,000. But I think that will open the door for other types of debt forgiveness. The easiest ones to do will be tax forgiveness. The IRS is owned by the government, right? It's a government agency. So if they can wipe away student loan debt, about 95% of student loan debt is owned by government agencies. Mortgage debt as well as IRS debt, 100% of IRS debt is owned by the government. They can simply wipe it away with the sign of a pen through an executive order. Okay, they could also do that through mortgage debt because the majority of mortgage debt is owned on the back end through government agencies like Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. In addition to that, they also could do other types of debt forgiveness, such as credit card debt forgiveness or medical debt forgiveness or any other type of debt forgiveness for the same amount, $10,000 to $50,000, through a stimulus package. They can just simply include that in one of the upcoming stimulus packages and say, all right, we gave away $50,000 in student loan debt. Maybe we'll give something similar for other types of people, other type of debt that people that didn't qualify for that first one might get something similar in other types of debt forgiveness. So that's something that's on the horizon that could happen after the student loan debt happens. And student loan debt forgiveness used to be a fairy tale. It used to be, yeah, right, that'll never happen. And President Biden has already done 3 mini rounds of it. So it's already happening. Just like people said monthly stimulus checks would never happen. And now it's already happening with the child tax credits, which is basically a fancy word for monthly stimulus checks. Remember, stimulus checks themselves are tax credits. They're actually advanced refundable tax credits. Okay. So to say monthly stimulus checks can't happen or even a single fourth stimulus check can't happen, you're not really paying attention, right? People said the second stimulus check wouldn't happen, and it happened. People said the third stimulus check wouldn't happen, and it happened. People are saying the fourth stimulus check wouldn't happen, and we're in the same progression going towards passing another stimulus check as we've seen in the last ones. And the Democrats have already passed the largest stimulus checks yet in the third one. And they've already passed monthly stimulus checks to children and their parents through the child tax credits. So if you're paying attention, the Democrats are pushing for more, 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 more. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date on all these upcoming breaking developments as well as the crazy situation going on with literally the United States running out of gas in some states. So make sure to subscribe down below and join our family of subscribers so you don't miss out on new videos. New videos come out every day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't miss an episode because we cover different provisions and different packages in different videos. You can click this video here to watch my newest stimulus check video next. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on the Amazon FBA platform. We've had dozens of students that have already replaced their 9-to-5 income by selling products on Amazon, and I teach them how to do that. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.